We want to get to Venezuela now and the latest there. The headlines are that both the opposition leader Juan Guaido and President Maduro are taking claims that they have the support of the military. But what we have seen today is that supporters of the opposition leader Guaido pour into the streets, and some of our own leadership here in America, Secretary of State Pompeo, Senator Marco Rubio, and others giving support to the people on the ground in Venezuela as they wage toward what they're calling a day, an Operation Liberty, a day for democracy, if you will. But moments ago, when things turned disturbingly violent, a military vehicle was involved, and you'll be able to see this. I just want to warn people, because you can see people being run over by this military vehicle and people pouring in to help the injured. Let's roll that now with some warning, and I'll lower my voice to see if you can hear anything. That is very clearly what you think you're seeing. And we saw it live not too long ago and are replaying this video for you to be able to see what the world is talking about today. It's been since January 23rd that opposition leader Juan Guaido declared himself the interim president and has scooped up all sorts of support, not only within his country, but outside his country, particularly by President Trump, who, in a historically rare move, recognized the opposition leader Guaido as the legitimate leader. 3 million people have fled Venezuela, mostly to neighboring countries. So you've got a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions there. Venezuela's 2019 hyperinflation is estimated to hit 10 million% this year. The economy is largely dependent on oil exports, and yet it is still failing its people. More than 130 anti-government protesters have been arrested in the last 5 years. Lawrence, I come to you because when we talk about an economy that crumbles under the weight of socialism and a lack or just the people, this is what you see.
Yeah, this is the result of socialism, and I think every American should be warned as they see this displayed before their eyes. A couple of things. The freshman senator from Florida.
Wait a minute, hold on 1 second.
Bullets being fired.
Is this live again, this picture? Okay, because you can hear gunfire there, and we've been hearing that all morning. This was moments ago tape, but if you hear it, I don't want you to think that it's something else. It's a violent situation on the ground in Venezuela now. Lawrence?
The freshman Senator Rick Scott from Florida talked about what will be the U.S. role. Will we sit on the sideline? You saw Adam Kinzinger alluding to that as well. And I know, as it relates to foreign policy on these topics, there, especially on the right, there are some disagreements on this. I would like to say that the people have to fight for themselves right now. This is a tragic situation, but we're seeing what happens when a dictatorship is in play.
All right, Kennedy, I want to go to you real quickly. Just what we know about Guaido. 35 years old, industrial engineer before he became president of the National Assembly on January 5th. Why is he gaining popularity?
He's gaining popularity because Venezuelans are miserable, and the wealthy ones, the engineers and the doctors and anyone who has any sort of economic mobility, has left the country. That means the people who are there, children, the very sick, the very old, they don't have a lot of health care. The country is literally crumbling around them. They've got something like a 10 million% inflation rate.
Yeah, that's what they're projected for this year.
It is a phenomenal number. And when that math starts to add up, it really doesn't bode well for Maduro. But he will not go gracefully because he has the backing of China and Russia and Cuba. And, you know, it's not just going to be the United States helping out militarily. If we're on the border of Venezuela, we are taking on, in a proxy war, some very dangerous
1 second, because we have an opportunity to bring in the